Denny. Contestant number 5, Denny Ward.
How many millionaires do I have in this room right now? Raise your hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 millionaires in here. Now, if you only have 900,000 in your portfolio, I won't ding you on it. So we still only have 7 millionaires? So what you're trying to tell me then is, if I had Millionaire Denny sitting in that chair right over there, I asked that same question, he'd go, yeah, I'm a millionaire. He wouldn't raise his hand. He would be like the majority of you in this room right now. You've got to change your paradigm on what a millionaire is. Fellow Toastmasters, guests, Madam Contest Master, if you have your health fully intact, you are a millionaire. Trust me on that statement. If you have your health fully intact, you are a millionaire. Millionaire Denny went through a series of doctors to try and stop the flow of millions leaving his health account. And it all started one night, 30 years ago, out on a tennis court. He developed a real sharp pain in his elbow. So he goes to a sports doctor, and this doctor gives him a shot of cortisone right in his elbow. That was a very painful shot. And then he said, lay off tennis for 1 year. 1 year later, he's back out on the tennis court. This time he goes up to serve the ball, and he gets a real sharp pain right down his back. Now he goes through a series of nerve doctors, neurologists, to try and find out what the problem is. He goes to nerve doctor number 1. This doctor puts probes on his arm and up on his shoulder. And he goes over to what looks like an oscilloscope and pushes a button. When that doctor pushed that button, Millionaire Denny's arm shot straight up in the air. And when he let go of that button, that arm came right down. When that arm came down, Millionaire Denny ripped those probes right off and said, you're not shocking me no more. The doctor goes, I have 6-year-olds that don't carry on as bad as you. I said, hey, look, you go get those 6-year-olds and line them up and shock them. You're not shocking me. Now he goes over to nerve doctor number 2. Nerve doctor number 2 puts him in a hospital for a week and gives him a myelogram. This myelogram is a very painful test. Basically consists of sticking needles right into your spinal column, draining the fluid, pumping fluid in, and then taking pictures. At the end of this test, the doctor comes out and tells Millionaire Denny, I believe you may have multiple sclerosis. Millionaire Denny goes, multiple sclerosis. You know. His wife comes in and says, what's the diagnosis? I believe he has multiple sclerosis. She goes, multiple sclerosis? Oh no, I want a second opinion. Millionaire Denny goes, fine, but I ain't doing that test again. So now we go off to nerve doctor number 3. This doctor said, no problem. We'll give you an MRI, magnetic resonance imaging test. This test was a piece of cake compared to that myelogram. The only problem was he had to sign his life away. First piece of paper he had to sign was he wasn't claustrophobic. The second piece that he had to sign, that he had no metal from the top of his head to the tip of his toes in his body. They put him in this tube for 2 hours and 45 minutes. Now you have to understand, this technology was just starting out 30 years ago. 2 hours and 45 minutes he's in this tube. At the end of the test, the doctor comes out and says, yes, it looks like he has multiple sclerosis. What is multiple sclerosis? It's where the immune system attacks the nervous system. And the result is plaques or white matter. And Millionaire Denny has plaques up on the brain and all down the spinal column. Millionaire Denny has to be one of the luckiest guys in the world. He has a pet parakeet at home that sits on his shoulders, and he's 15 years old now, and gives him smooches all day long. But he gets the best smooches from his wife, Denise. In closing, how many millionaires do I have in this room now? Raise your hands. All right. Madam Contest.